Hi, this video is on the limit of functions part 2. Um, and in the previous video, you've seen this where it says the limit of f of x as x approaches a is equal to b. Now you've seen that before, but now what happens if you have a plus mark right here? Well, this plus mark, this is how you would read this. It says the limit of f of x as x approaches a from the right is equal to b. And what does that mean? That just means that when you're approaching A, you have to approach it from this side. So you're coming from over here this way. And all the values of x have to be greater than the value of A. And yeah, so you have to have that. So let's go down now. What happens if you see a negative on there? Now, if you have a negative here, the way you read this is the limit of f of x as x approaches A from the left is equal to b. And what that means is that if you have some function f of x, you are going to approach this value a from the left side, from over here. So you're going to come from this way over here, and these values of x are going to be increasing until it gets to a. And all the values of x have to be less than the value of a in order for this to be valid. Just like over here you had the plus, this one is saying all the values have to be greater than a. So as you're coming this way, the values will be decreasing, but they'll still be greater than a. So now let's see an example of that. So if you have a function that looks like this, where you have f of x is equal to 1 if x is less than 0, so if x, all the values of x over here that are less than 0, the function f of x will be equal to 1. But if the values of x are greater than 0, so they're all over here, then there'll be 2. Then f of x will be equal to 2. Now the way you could write that using limits is you could say, well, the limit of f of x is equal to 1. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's the limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the left is equal to 1. And what that means is that all the values on this side, on the left side of the 0, or this would be your a value actually, as you're approaching it from this side, the f of x is always going to be 1. And on the flip side, if you only want to consider this side, if you only want to consider this side, all you have to say is the limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the right is 2. And that's how you would write this. If you only wanted, this is how you would write it if you only want to consider the left side, and this is how you would write it if you only want to consider the right side. So I hope this made sense. I'll start working on some problems after I get through the introductions on this. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope it made sense, and good luck in your classes.